So new patch should be 15 to 18 minutes, something like that from now. 15 to 18. Hopefully. Yo, Wolvie, welcome in. Welcome in. Don't forget to hit the like button for me if you're viewing this a little bit later, fellas, on the VOD. So yeah, if you want to just jump to the patch notes where I look at them right when they drop, about 18 minutes into the stream. What do we got here on the Druid? We're just gonna slap some stuff around real quick while we're waiting. No world boss right now, is there? Okay. No Helltide right now either. Okay. Good, good, good. One-armed Gabbit. Yo, welcome in. Does that mean he's checking out someone's gear? I think that's what that means. All right, we got to get our tunes rocking though. Mandatory. Mandatory. There she is. Couldn't find her. Ooh, right off the bat. Oh, Jim. Come 9 months of Slayership. Ooh. Appreciate you, Jim. That's awesome, man. 9 months. Mega appreciated you, Slayer. Load it up. This is what every D2 player looks like. I just got him barefoot in pants with no shirt on. Love it, love it. So I'm just gonna slay a random dungeon here or something. Dripping Shade Gross. Lightning Storm Gross. Any of these any good ones? What do we got here? What do we got here? Sure. We'll do a good old Blind Burrows to fire it up, huh? Kermit, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. 51 minutes to world boss, says Wolvie. Yeah, maybe we'll catch that after the reveal, huh? In just a couple of minutes here. I think it's supposed to be 1 o'clock, I think. That seems to be the common theme from what I hear, so. Dad bod Druid, yeah, says Corey. Yeah. Boys on the Rise got like 450 subs in 2 days. Are you talking about your channel, Kermit? That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Which way do you want to go? I haven't really knocked down. I think you want to go off to the left over here, actually. Yeah, you play this. So you play this. Helltide it just ended. Yeah, it's all good. I didn't really look into it or anything, so. Oopsie, hit the wrong button. What is Nerfs question mark? There's supposed to be balancing changes. Supposedly, I mean, that's what everyone tells me. Everyone's been telling me the Shred Druid is going to get nerfed into the ground and be unusable, is what I'm being told by everybody in the comments section. So, we'll see. We'll see. Because there was a particular Shred build that hit for 2 billion damage, so that means, so everyone's telling me that the Shred Druid is going to get completely tanked and be unplayable. So, after the nerfs comings. We'll find out, huh? Nerfs, buffs, everything, new reveals, balancing changes, all that good stuff. Hey Phil, do you know if you can drop or trade materials? I was playing with a friend and he needed 1 more beast bone. I got like 120, couldn't figure out how to get him to him. For some reason, I think that you can't. You can't really trade. Trading on this game is scuffed as heck, right? So, I don't want to do that. So you'd think you could, but I think that you can't for some reason. And we'll see, they're going to reveal, I think they're going to reveal what the new Nightmare dungeons are too, huh? I think they're going to change them to different things. If I'm not mistaken, I should have put that in the title there too, huh? Oof, good thing I leached leached so much life back. I just got to keep attacking so I can keep my life up from all the poison. Not really leeching, I get like life on hit and life on kill, I guess is what it technically is, but... yeah, we might as well call it leech. Kramer said, yes, sir, he's ecstatic. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, jumping 450. You must have had some stuff pop off. Congratulations, Kramer. Making it happen. Bone Spear needs a huge nerf, says Karate Effect. It seems pretty wild, yeah. I haven't played it yet, so can't say for sure, but I would probably agree, I guess. It looks pretty crazy, some of the, you know, just that one aspect, and then boom, everything melts instantly, so. Slay that like button. Good call. Yeah, slay that like button, fellas. Patch notes should drop just shortly. The link at the top of the description. What have we got? 15 minutes? Eyes aren't working good. 12 minutes. So, damage resistant one. So we got a couple of damage resistant guys, so they're like helping each other resist. Oh, your last few live things got over 100 views? Gotcha. Yeah, that's like a surprising thing. That's something that changed kind of recently, that like live streams can get brought up in the algorithm and get showed to people. So that's a kind of over the last like year type of situation. That's cool. They need to fix the Sorcerer that's broken. I mean, it depends who you ask. Like, if you ask people who ever play certain builds, they all say that every build is broken. Like, every character and every class is broken. And it's like, that's just how the game is. The game's not hard. It's an incredibly easy game where everything works good and everything slaps incredibly hard. And, you know, so, like, every build, by the time you're, like, level 70 or 80, you can just hold down one button and melt the whole game. So, that's just how the game is, you know. It's an incredibly easy game, and that's kind of the way they intended it, I think. So, why wasn't the Cow King included in the last Amazon video? Just because I didn't want to bother about it. Didn't want to walk over and have to jab him to death, right? Too much work, that's why. Too much work, Saffron. Calling me out over here. Calling me out. One-shotting Echo Lilith deserves a nerf. Well, that's the thing, though. Like, when you say, like, the Sorceress, quote-unquote, needs a nerf, it's not really that the Sorceress... None of the builds need nerfs, I don't think. What need nerfs is the, like, the aspects. Certain aspects, because that's the thing. Like, the build as it is, the skill as it is fine, or the skills, per se. It's the aspects that do these crazy things. So I don't think any percentages or raw numbers need to get changed. They need to change the aspects. In my opinion. In my opinion, just so you guys know. Always right. Never wrong. Undefeated, never lost. Patch notes out yet? Should be about 10 minutes, I think. About 10 minutes, or 7 minutes, or 8 minutes, or 5 minutes, something like that. 1 Eastern is what I'm thinking. That seems to be the common understood. I think that's what the time when the other ones were, so. What was I doing around here? Oh, yeah. Got those. Dexterity. Got those. I don't remember what I was doing. Got these ones. Yeah, there's almost not another board that I really want to get to. Like, I could put in another rare node that I could sock into a board, but there's not really another. Maybe I'll just do that. Like, just get another board with the closest path to getting in another node I could sock, rare node I could sock it on. Probably what I'll do. Yeah, easy game. You just need a lot of luck and time. Just high end. You don't even really need luck, or I mean time. You need some time, I guess, to play and level up. Depends on the person, but you don't even need luck or anything. You can just go to the dungeons, farm the aspects, and boom, your builds. You put those aspects on random pieces of gear, and you wreck everything. Like that's the game. Conduit. Oh, I thought that was going to be a fake shrine. What? Do you ever notice they always put the conduits like that where you get it and then you just run with no monsters anywhere for like 5 minutes? Man, I could do more damage with my Shred Druid. The conduit shrine now is weaker than my Shred Druid. 26. Oh, perfect. Cool. Well, look at that. Cooldown reduction. The other stuff's no good. I'm pretty sure I got cooldown reduction on my helmet, right? Yeah. All the rest is going to be garbage. I do want to replace... Oh, no, the armor... Really, even this Mad Wolf's Glee is not that good of an armor. I really need something that has, like... bunch of damage reduction and stuff on it. If I get some more safety, it might help out. I don't think this Mad Wolf Glee... I mean, it does help, I guess, but... Back to town real quick. Scarzart, yo, welcome in. Scott2K, what's going on over on Twitch? When they fix fire resistance, you won't be able to have just damage on every item. Yeah. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because everyone, I mean, I can see everybody like melting down. Because if they make resistances more important, I mean, everyone's gonna lose their minds, right? Because then your characters will do less damage because you're gonna have to get survivability stuff on it. So it's like. Everyone, from what I see, not everybody, but a lot of people lose their minds if anything gets like nerfed. Essentially, if they lose their clear speed and damage in any way, everyone just you know. So hope they buff the rogue bow, says Justin. The rogue bow, I mean, penetrating shot's good, I've seen, but let's check. Let me double check over here. Where's my patch notes thing at? Give it an update. Nope. Still no new patch notes, I believe. Let me full double checker here. Nope. Still the old patch notes. We'll hit one more dungeon. What are we getting here? Anything good around? Something easy, huh? Renegade's Retreat. Sure. Who else thinks Phil's been working out? I've been working out for like years, Travis. Years! Kind of on and off, though. To be honest, I haven't been to the gym in probably like 4 or 5 days now. I've been trying to... I got a camping trip this weekend. I've been trying to like kind of catch up or whatever. Manic Maniac. This particular song, all the songs on my playlist, they're all just called like backing track, metal, 251 in B, you know, in C minor and stuff like that. Exclamation Music will pop a link to the guy's page, N&M Creations. And this is the modern and metalcore music playlist. So the link, I think it's in the description too, to be honest, and it's in the description of every video I ever make. So stop skipping leg day. Yeah, I've been skipping. I've been skipping leg day. I've been skipping every day for like a week. Just trying to get some stuff done. The grass I got to get cut before we go. I mean, I don't have to. I guess it could just keep growing and I could just let it go, but, you know. Oh, I gotta still do a little work on the bathroom. All kinds of little stuff I gotta do. Title of every song: roar out of tune and slap some guitar. Nice. How to skip leg day. Guild free. I don't skip leg. I did a few leg days. The last leg day I did though, I only did machines. So my knee, I hurt my leg that one time. It was been bugging me, but I mean, still doing machines isn't that bad, right? Machines on the leg day. I thought I read somewhere that all there were special events at noon, 8 p.m. Can't seem to find it. Well, when you say what time it is, it depends on what time zone you're in, right? I think this one for East Coast, they always go by West Coast time because that's the California time or whatever, you know. But it ends up usually being like, because that's what the ladder reset is at 1 o'clock, right? Like Eastern. Walter, yo. Any workouts good, machines are good. Yeah, and the thing is, because what I had hurt with my leg was, it was obviously something stabilizing wise, like whether it was a ligament or a muscle. It was kind of hard to tell, but I was like, all right, machines will take out the stabilization part of it and just work kind of the core muscle that you're working out. I was like, all right, that's what I'm doing, because I can't afford to hurt myself at this advanced elderly age. Gotta be able to get up and down them basement stairs, right, fellas? See, what do we got? It's 12:58. It should be any minute now. Any minute now, this should pop up. So I'll double check here. Well, while there's no monsters actively killing me until just now. One's walking up. Still says July 6th. Still no new. Yeah. Of course. Every time there's a shrine, you're instantly nowhere near monsters. At least Shred is a quick moving one that you can really get around the map quick. PST, Blizzard Standard Time. Nice. Pretty much. I didn't even look and see what we're supposed to slay the keepers, but might as well take out all the monsters around here, right? Get all that juicy experience. Almost got another level. Look at that, too. Can't gym tan and game if you can't get down the stairs to the laundry. We actually got an upstairs laundry. Pretty legit. But yeah. Got to be able to get up and down the stairs to get to my office in the basement. My office. Just over in the corner of the dungeon where I have to work. Right? Yeah, also, yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. 180 fine gentlemen joining me today. Thank you guys so much. The patch notes should be like right now. Let me double check again here. So I'm probably going to be stopping. The game's probably going to be stopping. I'm going to be updating over here. It's supposed to be 1, I think. So should be any time now. Unless we're incorrect. Which then maybe I'll have to stream a little bit longer than I meant to. If anybody does see it pop up and they're like, yo, Phil, it's up right now. Go, 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 go. Let me know. Much appreciated. I'll try to keep an eye on it here. Karen said he's been lazy the last couple weeks. Need to get back into it. Absolutely. Yeah, it is definitely hard finding the time. For sure. Okay, we got one more keeper to slay. Oh no! I missed that part. I didn't see it. Derek, yo, cheers. Fellas, yo, yo, yo. One should be right. Yeah, hopefully. It's 102 right now. Jeez. What's going on here, fellas? Unbelievable. Oh, it's up. It's up, fellas. Wait. It just said July 18th and I clicked on it. It took me to the July 6th post here. And there's no new information in here. It's probably like in route of updating. Nope, still says July 6th. With the only July 6th information in here. Let me go ahead and get out of here for now. Yeah, it says July 18th, but when I click on it, it doesn't take me, it takes me to July 6th. Let me close that. Let me update it one more time. And I got to get my scene going here, huh? This. And we've got, see, it says right here, July 18th. I click on it, and it goes to July 6th. And the newest thing is July 6th here, right? I guess I'll just, let me go all the way back to Diablo 4. News, patch. Yeah, July 6th. Click on the top right of the patch notes page. July 6th. Right here. It's bugged, Phil. It's bugged just for me. See, it says July 18th right here. July 6th. I don't know. It won't work. Let me just go ahead. I'm going to jump to a different, like a cover-up thing real quick here. And I'm going to try some stuff real quick here. Let me just go ahead and go back here. I'm going to completely just like reload the page, I guess. Maybe I'll, I'm not sure. News. Oh, now the patch notes say July 6th again. What's going on here? Let me open a new browser, I guess. They should be up here. Of course, the game. I'll give you guys something better to look at. Huh. Are they still up for anybody? Give it a few minutes and then for them to upload notes. Yeah, some people said they were looking at them already. Okay, now it says 18th again. Now it says 6th. And it says July 6th, June 30th. What are these? Let's see, bug fixes. Not sure. Walter says he's looking at them right now. I'm not sure. Some people say they're looking at them. Some people say it's not working. You say it says the wrong date, but there's supposed to be new uniques. There's supposed to be... Here, I'll show you guys anyways. But why is it not... That's not right. Where's the reset button? Transform, stretch the screen. But yeah, it's just got all the changes from before. There's none of the new uniques or anything. Helltide chest can drop uniques. Yeah, we already established that. This is already crafting material raised. Like, it won't show me the new patches downloading. It says the wrong date on the top. Yeah, it says the wrong date, but it's all the wrong stuff. Look, July, guys, I'm telling you. Click the top right. I'm telling you, July 6th. It says July 18th, though. I'm not sure. I'll try to, yeah, I guess I'll pull up a different, I have another internet browser here, I guess. Yeah, so guys, stop saying the same thing over and over again that doesn't work and then say that I'm wrong and I'm not reading chat. That'd be great. You guys are wrong. So just stop saying that I'm wrong when you guys are wrong. It's not working. Like, let's see. News, 18th, patch notes. All right, I opened it in a new browser. Now it's working in the other browser for some reason. I don't know. There must be something with cookies or I don't know. But what are we looking at here? This one? Done. I gotta retransform it, and we're gonna look at this real quick. And we'll leave it like that. Stretch to fit. Good enough. Why is it so small? Jeez. All right, there we go. That's better. Zoom in a little bit. July 18th. Look, we got the right date. Dun, 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 dun. Phil can figure out a little bit how to use a computer slightly. Here's the exciting part, fellas. On AOL. Now, this is Microsoft Edge. I usually use Firefox, but this is kind of my go-to because less people use the Firefox. So, like, people don't make viruses to attack Firefox because less people use it. You see, you understand? Every computer comes with Microsoft Edge. So that's when they make viruses to infiltrate, you know what I mean? But anyways, new unique items and legendary aspects. Here's the exciting part. 6 uniques, fellas. So my apologies on not being able to get it to work right, but now we finally got it to work here. Firefox is goated. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'll link it, man. You can't share links because the porn bots will come in here and just spam like all this stuff. So you gotta like, you know. Anyways, here we got a Havarian Spear of Lycander. Sounds like for the Druid, obviously already. Uber unique staff, world tier 4. So it's this is a new Uber unique item. So it's gonna be one of the super rare ones, I guess. Gain a random shrine effect for 10 to 20 seconds after killing an elite. What? You get a random shrine effect every time you kill an elite. Every 30 seconds, that is. The thing is, the elite always dies last, so then you kind of will lose a little bit, but that's interesting. That's interesting. The Spear of Lycander is an extremely rare drop. We wish you luck in recovering it from the armies of burning hells. So I wonder, is that going to be Shaco rarity or what? But we'll see. Azarath, let's go. Sorry, I scrolled too far there. Azarath, unique sword. So this will be one people can actually find, right? That says just general, so it could be for anybody, even though it says Lycan. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So lucky hit. Your core skills have up to a 20% chance to freeze enemies for 3 seconds. Deals that much cold damage to them. Okay. So swords, that's for barbarian. So you can be freezing stuff. All right, all right. These are unique items. But so it's just the unique items aspect is all they're showing. They're not showing like all the other stats on it and stuff. This is just like the unique items aspect essentially, huh? So yeah. Yeah, Jonathan R. Yeah, no, it was a YouTube problem like a half a year ago where they could not get bots to stay out of here. So to keep bots out, it's a long story, but we don't need to worry about that. So Flesh Renderer, unique one-handed mace. So debilitating roar and blood hollow deal so that's supposed to be 50% to 100% damage to nearby poisoned enemies. The way that's worded, so that can't be half of a damage or one. It's got to be 50 to 100. That must be one of those ones where when you use them, it instantly deals the damage to them. Like if you have like 3,000 poison damage over 8 seconds. If you use Debilitating Roar or Blood Howl, it'll instantly deal that damage. So the poison goes away and boom, instantly. So, if you can't access the patch notes, yeah. So anyone who can't access the patch notes, let me go ahead and put a new link in the description. Actually, I had to literally, I had to open a new browser. Like I was using Firefox, and I literally had to go open Microsoft Edge to access the newest patch notes. But I will put, it should be the same link. Yeah, it's the exact same link as I have in there. So the link is accurate in the description, but you might have to completely close down your browser, maybe even Control-Alt-Delete and close all your browsers and then open it up again. But I can't do that because I'm streaming, obviously. So I think that's how that one reads, though. But Lidless Wall, let's go, fellas. They're bringing back a lot of stuff from D2. I don't know if these are all in D3, but it works on Incognito. It could be that, yeah. Try Incognito as well, everybody. So Lidless Wall, lucky hit while you have an active Bone Storm. Hitting an enemy outside of a Bone Storm has up to a 5 to 25% chance to spawn an additional Bone Storm at their location. Each of your active sacrifice bonuses increases the chance by 25% for a total number of additional Bone Storms you can have by 1. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played Necromancer like at all yet, because I'm like, as far as YouTubers go, I'm like a casual, I guess. So I'm not exactly sure on this Bone Storm, the way the skillful mechanics work and how many you could have before. Now you can have a chance to spawn an additional one. You know, I'm not 100% sure on that one, but you guys will have to let me know down in the comments more of about that one for sure. Eagle Horn, another classic from D2, right? I don't know if it's in D3, but I know that's definitely from D2. Had a charity. So is this actually for a penetrating shot, huh? Because everybody, this is going to be a bow. Everyone probably used crossbow because of its damage to vulnerable. They're trying to get you to use a bow for penetrating shot. 30 to 80% chance to fire an arrow that bounces off a wall and scenery. Hitting enemies from behind with penetrating shot makes them vulnerable. I'm not sure how much that would really get people to switch off of, like, because you can get like 80% vulnerable damage on a huge high-end, whatever you call it. So, oh, I didn't get that far yet. Someone in chat said, "Yay, Oxy." Yeah, the Oculus. Some people say it's Oxy. Everybody, it's not Aki, it's Oxy. Okay, the Oculus. Gain the effect of teleport enchantment for free. When you evade using teleport enchantment, you are taken to a random location. When you evade using teleport. So if you put teleport in an enchantment slot. So you can get teleport for free without putting a point into the skill. It's like, I don't know how much that's really that crazy. It depends what else is on here, right? Because these are only the aspects that are on the unique, essentially, the aspect, the legendary power that's on it. It doesn't tell you any of the other stuff that's going to be pretty much the determining factor whether you're going to be able to use this stuff or not, right? So, Aussie? No way, Jonathan. But little developer notes here: the Azarath and Flesh Render unique have flat damage effects, which scale with power. For example, 820 item power, Azarath deals that much damage. Okay, so Azarath and Flesh Render. I think that was one that I was looking at that... Yeah, so this is a flat damage, but it only damages the enemies if they're poisoned. So, okay, so it's not what I was kind of describing, to where it isn't what I was describing before, where it would deal all the poison damage. That's just 100% of your damage. It's half to 100%. So you'd have to like drop down those tendrils or whatever it's called. The poison creeper brings everything in, and then debilitating roar or blood howl them, and it'll deal 100% damage to them. That could be interesting, actually, though, because it essentially gives you, you know, you could have both of those. You could bring them in with all the vines, debilitating roar one time, blood howl another time, and it just melts everything down. It could be like that. How come they only make Azarath Barb only? Says Fred. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't really think about it, but few new aspects down here too, huh? Audacity. You have the audacity. When there's at least 5 close enemies, stun them for 2 to 4 seconds. It can only occur once every 20 seconds. So just Is that like a passive? To where just the very second that 5 enemies get close to you, they get stunned? Or for 2 to 4 seconds? I'm not sure the way that's worded. When there are at least 5 close enemies, do you have to attack and then that effect applies? Or not sure on the wording there. For Craven mobility, you gain 20 to 40% movement speed when moving away from slowed or chilled enemies, while moving away from them. Very specific. Very interesting. Do we know what close counts as? I don't know the exact, like, technically by in-game meters, because they're not real meters, right? It's like... it's like this much. I don't know. So close is with Lightman says it's within melee range, so real close, real close. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Someone said speed run aspect. I could see that. For Barbarian, Ancestral Charge. So charge calls forth 4 ancients who also charge, dealing that much damage. Okay. I feel like charge wasn't hardly used at all, so that, I mean, that at least helps that out. Let's see. So 4 ancients dealing 100% normal damage. So would that mean like you hit people with charge, and then they get hit 4 more times by all 4 of these ancients, or they could anyways? That could be a good boost thing there. Mike says probably a boot aspect making it worthless. I'm not sure if you were talking this one or this one, but this one definitely, any movement speed stuff probably definitely is a boot aspect. So, yeah. Subterranean. So Poison Creeper's active. Creeper's active also cast Landslide in a circle around you. Her skills deal 20% increased damage to poisoned enemies. That one could be Poison Creeper. Okay, so more of like a caster druid, just kind of helping things out that aren't the shred druid, pretty much. Okay. I could see a little bit there, but it's nothing game breaking, but a little bit there. Gore Quills. Oh, thank you so much, Jonathan.
Donated $2 through Super Chat.
Appreciate it, my dude, for the $2. Jonathan, ooh, you my man, ooh. What a legend. Each additional Blood Lance deals... Oh, I didn't even read Gore Quills here. For Blood Lance will consume Blood Orbs to also conjure lances from them. Each additional Blood Lance, 20 to 50 damage, prioritizing targeting unlanced enemies. This is unfortunately for my expertise. Like I mentioned before, I'm a little bit of a casual noob over here. I didn't get a chance to really mess around with the Necromancer too much, so can't really have any type of opinion on that really at all, unfortunately. Let me know down in the comments what you think of that one, fellas. I would say Blood Lance. I feel like that one was never used from what I had heard, but not 100% sure. Pestilent Points here for the Rogue. Every 3rd cast of Puncture is poison imbued with 100. What? Why would they put an aspect on here to boost up Puncture that everyone already uses? I'm surprised, but Jonathan coming in with another $1. No chat filler. I don't know. Maybe you have to have at least $2 to put in a super chat. I'm not sure. You should have been able to put one in there. But thank you for the $1 also, Jonathan. He'll come through in a second. So, Rogue getting a little buff there, huh? Derek said Bloodlance had...
donated $1 through Super Chat.
Bloodlance recently had to get nerfs, says Derek B. Okay, interesting. Okay, good to know. Searing Wards for the Sorceress after spending 200 to 100. So that's going to be on a roll amount. Mana, your next firewall is free to cast and will destroy incoming small missiles. Interesting. Okay, so firewall. A free firewall cast. Interesting. Okay, I like that one. I like it. Sounds interesting. Let's see, bug fixes. Not really much there. Challenges. Okay, so this is a bunch of bug fixes with different challenges. I'm not going to read through all of these. Super not important. Cooperative play, not huge. dungeon issues. There's always so many bug fixes, and I'm glad, definitely glad they're fixing any bugs there. Fixed an issue where goatmen and shambling corpses enemies would continuously spawn in the Forsaken Court, like little things like that, you know. Yeah, we're gonna scroll down to find some other stuff. Gameplay, barbarian issues, druid issues, fix an issue where earth skills and pulverized skills would consume 2 overpower buffs simultaneously. Let me read this real quick. We recognize this adjustment is a significant decrease to the Hammer of Ancients barbarian build, but we do not want its strength to be reliant on an underlying bug. Let me read that right here, huh? Right here is going to be an important one, I have a feeling. Fix an issue where the outer edge of the quakes granted to Hammers of the Ancients via the aspect of Ancestral Echoes was dealing far more damage than intended. So, sounds like that Fist of Heavens build is getting brought back down to Earth, right, fellas? We're going to keep moving down because there's going to be maybe just where there's particular notes. I'll read it. Let's see these bug fixes. A lot of bug fixes. Not really. I don't want to read through. There's a million of these. Maybe we'll look back here. Let's see what else is down here. So many. Wow, bugs with that. User interface and user experience bugs. Somebody said there's balancing changes a little further down, so that's what I want to get to looking at here. But gameplay updates. Oh wait, did we just jump past Altar of Lilith unlocks are now account wide? Okay, so this is the stuff they were saying. Mac Discovery is now account wide. Whispers will no longer reward sigil dust. Interesting, because that was like one of the only ways to get sigil dust. That's unfortunate, I think, but Jonathan coming in with another $2. My patch is done downloading. I didn't even have it up, but it was in the background. Thank you for another $2, Jonathan R. My man, ooh, for the super chat. Overall loot quality has been significantly improved for silent chests. Silent chests. Which ones are silent chests? Are those just the regular chests in Helltides? That could be kind of an important change right there. Huh. Ones you need the keys for. Oh, those things that nobody ever did. Thank you for that. Thank you, fellas. All right.
Jonathan Ruiz donated $2 through Super Chat.
Gotta wait to hear a super chat.
Pronounced Aki.
Aki, get out of town. Oxy. Thank you for the $2, my man. Let's see. The channel time for the Leave Dungeon ability has been increased from 3 to 5 seconds. The channel time. I'm not sure what exactly channel time. Is that like... So you can't just spam leave the dungeons quite as fast, I believe. So a little bit longer. World boss in 9 minutes. Anyone who wants to get in on that? I don't know if I will. I'm going to keep looking at this. World boss isn't too huge, but these are kind of big deals here, I suppose. Generally reduce the tendency for many monsters to move around in combat, so the melee characters don't have to chase their enemies as much. Nice, nice. There's a PS5 one. So World Tiers. World Tier 2 has the following bonuses added. So way more gold. Monsters now drop 15% more items for World Tier 2. Okay, okay. We like where World Tier 2 has landed overall, but are increasing its rewards paces to better align with its difficulty. I think that's a good buff. I think it should have an experience boost as well over World Tier 1. Or it already did, didn't it? But I think that should have been lifted a little bit more. I do like this, though, for sure. To give you a reason to do World Tier 2, right? I think, yeah. I don't know if that'll make me want to do World Tier 2 for sure or not yet, but... Jonathan says, I'm done. I'm done. Nice. Let me catch some comments here. Let's see. It's the obols one. Yeah. The ones where you got to use the obols to get those keys for the silent chest I was talking about a minute ago. Yeah. Very laggy servers at the moment. Yeah. Right now, with everyone downloading the patch and them rolling out the patch, the servers are going to be rough right now. They will work, but it's going to be rough, fellas, just so you know. Because they do this, they shut down like a few of the servers and leave the other ones up, and they update these ones, and they shut down these ones, and this one's up and that one's up, and then they shut down those, and they're shifting people around. So it always, the servers are always real crazy when they're doing this kind of stuff. We want to give players a better sense of their power progression and mastery over the world, while still challenging them with the structure of endgame activity. So actually, I missed this one on accident here real quick. Level scaling inside dungeons and most overworld territories has been adjusted in World Tier 3 and 4. Monsters will begin to trail behind the players in level after a certain point, up to a maximum of 5 levels behind. This change does not affect world bosses, legion events, field hatred, hell tides, and nightmare dungeons. That's suspicious. So this is pretty much making anything that's not, everything that's not these things is worthless now. Is absolutely 100% worthless. I don't know about that one, fellas. I don't know about that one. That's not a good change in my opinion. I mean, it's fine, I guess. No one did that stuff already, so I guess no one's gonna do it even more now. Okay, I guess so. So here's a few examples. Let's just jump the World Tier 4 here. So if the player's level's below 75, the monster level's 75. The player's 76 to 80, the monster level will be 75. 81, 76, 82, 77. I mean, okay, whatever. Reward experience from completing whispers in tier 3 and 4 have been significantly increased. All right, that's kind of good. There is a little bit of a dry spot where leveling is real rough, kind of at that point. So that could help out. We have observed that the experience bonus reward for killing higher level monsters escalates too fast when compared to the relative challenge involved. We still want to reward players from taking on this challenge by encouraging them to participate in power leveling together, instead of one player killing enemies while other members in their party wait in the dungeon's entrance. Okay. Yeah, so instead of getting rushed, everyone's still gonna rush because it's still gonna be way faster, but this developer note doesn't really go with this up here.
Jonathan Ruiz donated $2.
Jonathan R coming in with another $2.
My rafflecopter goes soy, 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 soy.
Thank you so much, Jonathan R, for $2 more. My man. Ooh. Thank you for the $2 super chat, dude. And the other $2 super chats. So we're adjusting the bonus experience reward for killing monsters that are a higher level than the player. So preseason malignant bonus. So 1, 15, 20, 25. Let me see here. Hold on. Let's see. Preseason malignant bonus. This is the same as it was before, right? But then after the season launches, there's going to be... Okay, so it's going to... until when the season launches... Wow. Wow. Yeah, so one level above you is only 1.5% more experience, when now it's 15. And then you're going to get 15% at level 10. 10 levels higher. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's per level up to 10 levels. So it's going to be 1.5, 3, 4.5, up to 10, something along those lines. That's weird. Okay. Okay, I guess. So it's going to, like, instead of just doing 3 levels above what you're doing, they want you to do higher and higher and higher and higher nightmare tiers to get up to the 15% higher. Okay. Adjusting experience reward from monster level offset for higher world tiers. Okay. We're changing this up to World Tier 2 unchanged. So World Tier 3 is up to 6 and World Tier 4 is up to 10. Okay. So instead of it just being you always want to go with the 25%, like this right here, 3 levels over you for the monsters, they're doing it so like the monsters in world, like this is the current one. All right, so they're just trying to incentivize with. What did I just do? You go away. Okay, I double clicked too many times on something. So, for example, you are level 1. Your friend brings you to World Tier 4 and leaves you at the entrance to the dungeon. For example, here, prior to the season, you'd get the monster experience with a 25% bonus. After the season, you're getting a level 11 monsters experience. All right, so they're nerfing getting like speed rushed essentially. It'll just take 3 times longer. So we're looking forward to increasing the danger in Helltide's risk-reward gameplay by making the monsters a bit more challenging and the tortured gifts of mysteries harder to open. So Helltide monsters now 3 levels higher than the player instead of 2. So that's going to make you want to do Helltides even more because they're going to be 1 level higher, but the tortured mysteries now cost 250 instead of 175. A small, that's like an extra like minute, so it's not a huge deal. All interchangeable interactable objects in Helltide zones now have a small chance of dropping aberrant cinders, so they kind of incentivize you to click literally everything, huh? The balancing updates. Here's where it gets huge. I'm not sure I want to really read all of that, but boy, this is going to be forever. There's so much stuff here. I already knew there was going to be. These skills. Violent double swings of vulnerable duration 1 to 2. Upheaval damage bonus per stack 3 to 5. So upheaval is already pretty good, right? And it's already getting a damage bonus per stack, so it's making it even more powerful. I don't know if it was used literally all the time, but power charge cooldown reduction applies is now capped at 3 targets. Okay. Fury from 25 to 40 from Ground Stomp. Okay, nobody really used Ground Stomp from what I'm aware of. Derek says it looks like Blizzard wants don't want people to rush, but at the same time they want to make it harder for people for everyone to level up. Kind of, probably, yeah. They want it to take longer. They don't want people to get to 100 and get bored, right? Raul Blue says he only gets an hour a day to play. That XP nerf will make it so he'll probably never get to 100, or maybe by like 2029. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it depends on the casual player, how much time they got and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't even have a 100 character yet because I can't, like, you know, I got wife, kids, I got stuff I got to take care of, you know. So I get you, sort of. I do obviously get to play more than the average person, but where was I at here? So maybe if you want some resource generation from the tactical ground stomp, they're boosting that up. Death blows damage bonus to bosses. So yeah, it was probably worthless on bosses, right? So that's good, I guess. Death blow is kind of cool, but steel grasp vulnerable duration up a half a second. Just a little boost there. Rupture damage increase 30 to 45. So they're kind of moving a lot of stuff up, similar to what they did in the last patch, right? Just little boosts to everything. A little bit here, a little bit there. Not trying to overdo it. Warrior Rupture attack speed bonus increase from 20 to 30. This is all on the barb still. So, see what else we got down here. Hamstring now only slows healthy enemies, but it increases the slow amount. But it only works on that when they're healthy. So okay, that's the bone bleeding damage bonus to vulnerable reduce. So a little reduction there. Nothing crazy so far that I had seen. Nothing crazy there that I had seen. Slick says the people who never touch grass are effing the casuals. Possibly. Hard to say. I don't want to blame anybody, but you could view it that way. So on the Paragon board and the Barbarian I just got kind of into. I don't even have the Paragon board yet, so Wrathglyph's bonus now affects all damage instead of just core skills. Okay, a little boost on one of the Paragon glyphs, I suppose. Aspect changes. These are some of them that are probably going to make some big changes here, I'm guessing. This is where it usually is. Relentless Berserker's aspect berserking duration increase from 1 to 2. Okay, I don't, and like I said, I'm not too far into the barb, so I don't have a full grasp on which aspects are like breaking those end game things where they, like, you know, are taking advantage of these aspects and like two-hitting Lilith and stuff like that. But Battle Mad aspect berserking duration increased. Brawl aspect damage increase from 1 to 1.5, 1.3 to 1.8. Brawler's aspect, I feel like that's okay. Little boost there. Aspect of burning rage damage increase. Aspect of iron warrior damage reduction increase. A lot of increases here. I'm kind of surprised. This is all increases. So slacking aspect, lucky hit chance increase. I don't know what all these are necessarily, but I don't have them all memorized yet. Aspect of ancient echoes, lucky hit chance increase. So it's just little stuff here and there that I don't see anything crazy, but weapon mastery aspect, lucky hit chance increase. A lot of lucky hit chance increases on stuff, huh? Okay, so nothing. I don't see anything here that's really game breaking or super breaking things down. But don't forget, yeah, 500 you're joining me here. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me if you could. That'd be absolutely amazing if y'all could do that for me. Absolutely amazing. Scroll down here. Items. Gore's devastating grip now explodes every 2 seconds, and after it ends, its hit cap has been removed. I don't know this particular one. Field of Crimson Bleeding damage bonus increase 10 to 15. So like I said, I'm not too far into the Barbarian here, unfortunately. So, what's this one? Must be because I'm zoomed in. This must be the Druid. The little wolfy paw. If you're casual, says Shane, just accept that you are prioritizing other things before a video game. No one needs to cater to your lifestyle and vice versa. Kind of true, kind of true. Could prioritize just video games, right? But I get what you're saying, yeah. Hardcore players shouldn't be punished for some of the player base not having as much time to play. That's such a bad take, says Kyle. Yeah, I mean, I think you're both right. So, obviously some people might take certain comments the offensively or whatever. Is what it is. But I can see why people would get mad because they don't want the game to change in a way that's going to be worse for them. But other people want the game to change in a way that's better for them. And they're not always... You can't make everybody happy, right? So, let me look at this one. I've been playing the Druid quite a bit lately. I've been really loving it. So, enhanced claw speed bonus increased. Alright, so I do like claw, but yeah, with the damage reduction on Stormlash... Stormlash? Hard to... Or Storm Strike, maybe? Yeah. Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, the damage reduction's been reduced. Okay, there you go. So it is reduced. It's still there, but reduced. On Storm Strike. Boulder damage increase. I never used Boulder much, and I never seen anyone use it either, so maybe that could help out a little bit. It's not a lot, but maybe at higher damage levels that could be more. Trample Spirit Gain. Ooh, nice. I actually liked using Trample, especially early on. Because what? It makes you unstoppable and so it breaks you out of stuff. You bust out kind of a lot of damage, and you get your spirit back. And so the Savage Trample Spirit Gain increase from 20 to 40. That's almost half your spirit back. So that's nice. Jordan said he's been sitting on Boulder gear just in case they'd boost it up. Nice. Nice. Read that one already. Prime Lacerate Healing increase from 3 to 5. I mean, wasn't that good already before? They're boosting it up even more? That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look at that. Because if that's the one I'm thinking of, that's the one that heals you every time you hit somebody. And it's already, like, crazy. So it's going to be even better. Cataclysm lightning damage increase. Tornado damage. So 64 to 70 and tornado damage. Interesting. Tornado damage from 19 to 23. Cataclysm lightning damage increase from tornado damage. That's interesting. Why are these listed together that way? Kind of suspicious. Usually they're in two different things. Maybe there's something I'm not understanding. But tornado's getting a boost apparently. Is that the one you were talking about here? Extreme Cataclysm, vulnerable duration increase. Cataclysm duration increase. Grizzly Rage now grants unstoppable for 6 seconds instead of while it's active. No! Dang, yo, that's unfortunate. That's a huge nerf, right? But I guess that's sort of needed, I guess. Dang, yo, that's a pretty huge one right there. That's a pretty huge nerf, but I get it. I don't like it. I'm not saying they ain't right, but I don't like it. It was nice being unstoppable all the time. So, yeah. Oh boy. So passive, let's see. Provactional threshold required for guaranteed overpower reduced. I don't even know what that is, so I'm gonna have to skip past that one. Must be one that I didn't look at very long. So spirit boon changes. I didn't even think about these, but masochistic now also requires a lucky hit chance of 75. Prickle skin thorns increased, so they're okay. Still not gonna use that. Iron feather maximum life increase from 10 to 14. Trying to get people to use that one. Bolster fortify increase from 10 to 15 of max life. Overload damage and increase as well. I'd probably still stick with everything I had before, but spirit glyph bonus now affects all damage instead of just core skills. Okay, so it's a spirit glyph. So look at that one, maybe, huh? So look at that one. Aspects. This could be some big stuff here. Calming breeze, lucky hit chance. Balanced aspect, maximum spirit increased from 30 to 50 to 60 to 80. I can't remember this one. Balanced aspect. Can't remember that one. Like if that's one that anyone would use necessarily. I can't remember offhand. So the Tempest damage increased 7 to 10. Skinwalker aspect. Healing increased. Skinwalkers. I can't remember all these. These must be all ones that I didn't really use on my Druid, I'm guessing. So symbiotic aspect cooldown reduction reduced. Stampede damage bonus increase. So a few boosts. Looks like all cooldown reduction reduced. Aspects cooldown reduction reduced. So this is a nerf then, right? This one's a nerf. I think the way when reduction's reduced, it kind of right. But yeah, requires 75% lucky hit. I'm not 100% sure, Josh, what that necessarily means. So not 100%. Insatiable Fury Werebear skill ranks increase from 2 to 3. All right, so a little boost on that Mad Wolf's Glee. I do like that. I don't know how much that's really gonna do because I was thinking about taking it off already. I have that on my Druid, and I'll probably just leave it on. I want the uniques to be good, and I want to use the ones that you find, you know. But hard to say how much that's really gonna do compared to all the survivability you can get on a normal piece. So. Insatiable Fury Werebear skill rank. So that's like the same thing. The Werebear version of the Mad Wolf's Glee. Yeah, we'll have to... I don't know. I feel like that's not really a huge change. It is one more skill, a little bit more damage, but... yes, Jordan T. They hit Hode right now, so... why nerf cooldown reduction? It just makes it harder to people like spam the skills that have cooldowns, because instead of having them use resource, they're using cooldowns. Where'd my water bottle go? And if you can just spam, if you just get the cooldown reduction, you can essentially spam them all the time, right? So, whew, that's some good water. Necromancer. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of knowledge on the Necromancer, like I mentioned again. Let me just glance over some of this stuff real quick. A lot of them are just going to probably be little boosts. Cast cost reduced. Increased blood lance damage reduction for piercing reduced. So the damage reduction is reduced. So that's a nerf to blood lance, right? Damage reduction reduced. Yeah, okay. It is. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Essence gain increased on bone prison. Nice. Golems move faster and are unhindered through enemies when their cooldown is activated. Okay. Oh, so just right after you cast them. That's like nothing. Interesting. So I guess if they're doing that in case they're like stuck, you can cast them out or something. Whatever, but... Blood Wave leaves behind blood orbs earlier in his path. So Raised Skeleton, Corpse Explosion, Corpse Tentacle range for auto-targeting corpses on mouse and keyboard increased by 50%. Okay. I didn't know that was an issue, but like I said, I haven't played Necromancer since the beta, unfortunately. Personally. I didn't get down to Sork dead yet, but JN says Sork even more dead now, question mark? I'm not sure. Amp damage increase. Let it increase. Bonus damage reduced here to vulnerable enemies. That's what I'm noticing a lot too, because vulnerable was always, everybody wants it on everything. Right here, the damage to vulnerable reduced. That's what a lot of them that have damage to vulnerable are being reduced. It looks like in a lot of things. Here's the Book of the Dead stuff. Iron Golem upgraded attack required for slam attack reduced from 5 to 4. Bone Skeleton Mage upgrade fortify amount increased by 11 to 20. So I know the skeletons always, first they were 2 survivable and then they couldn't survive at all. Then they reboosted them like 1 hour later. This looks like this is more fortify, so help out their survivability, I suppose. Skeleton Warriors Defenders upgraded Thorns Inherent increase from 40 to 50. That's just a little boost. I was thinking that'd be a little bit more there, but so Necromancer minions automatically resummon after respawn during a world boss fight. So yeah, I could see how there would be nothing to bring your skeletons back. Let's see, your skeletons resummon, huh? Interesting. A lot of people saying they buried Sork. Okay, so this is the same thing they did to that one Druid aspect, or Paragon node, actually. Splintering aspect bone shard damage bonus reduced from 50 to 100 to 30 to 60. So I'm guessing that's probably the one that was just like nuking everything. They cut it in half almost from the splintering aspect. That one they boosted a little bit. A lot of these just little boost to this one and that one. This one's let's see. Aspect of Grasping Veins, critical strike damage bonus reduced from 30 to 60 to 20 to 40. So this aspect's getting a nerf. I'm not sure, like I said, I don't have a ton of experience on the Necromancer, unfortunately, fellas, but yeah. Osis Gale aspect bonus, Storm. What else we got here? The other stuff just little boosts, I'm assuming. Death Visage damage increased. So a little increase on the Death Visage. We'll jump to the next one because I unfortunately can't have a lot of commentary on that particular, on the nerf, on the Necro. Just that one Bone Spear is the one that I did kind of know. It's probably still going to be good. You're just not going to be one-shotting everything in the entire game, right? You're not just going to be nuking everything. It's still, if you're hitting everything in one shot, all that means is that you're going to be two-shotting everything, right? So nothing to be too, distraught about there, I suppose. Rogue is probably the one I played the most. A lot of the bow stuff was, penetrating shot had its day, but let's see what we get here. Rapid fire duration. I forget. I only used rapid fire for like one day, and I wasn't really feeling it, so I don't know that one too well. Cast speed increased. Okay, throw those down better. Higher cold imbue. Never used cold imbue a lot either. Let's see. Methodical dash maximum cooldown reduction increased from 3 to 4. Okay. So you can get the cooldown reduction even more on dash. I did not see that coming because dash I already use all the time, but you can actually get more cooldown reduction on it now, an extra second. I do like that because that makes it even cooler. So enhanced Dark Shroud chance to not be consumed increased. Okay, I originally was using that, but I switched over to the one where I think anyways that's the third node up on Dark Shroud. The one would makes you run 5% faster per Dark Shroud you have, and I use that one all the time, but this one actually chance to not consume is pretty cool. So Supreme Death Trap cooldown reduction increased from 10 to 12 seconds. Cooldown reduction got nerfed on some items. Yeah, true, right? True. So this looks like Death Trap, you could already like almost spam it with enough cooldown reduction, right? But you said, like you said, some of the aspects and stuff in items, the cooldown reduction was hurt. So they added it to the skill here. It went from a maximum increase reduction of 10 to 12. So Mike says he imagines it's a wash. Yeah, we'll have to see. Because it's going to be, I think it's going to be harder to get cooldown reduction, but if you can get it, it's going to be even better. We'll have to see. Lucky hit chance increased on that one. Siphoning Strike now also requires the lucky hit chance of 75%. Yeah. So does that mean Siphoning Strike literally won't work unless you have a lucky hit chance over 75%? Like that's a new requirement for Siphoning Strike to work? I'm not... Boy, that's kind of weird. The way that... what that is. Maybe somebody... If anybody else has a smarter brain than my dumb, smooth brain that I got... Is that what... Am I reading that right? It just like won't do anything unless you have over 75% lucky hit chance. So it won't work until your end game. Like you literally can't use it. Interesting. Yeah, everyone says, yeah, that's how I'm reading it. I can't think of another way to read it. So that's interesting. Interesting. So it's... The thing is that Siphoning Strike is pointless until you're like level... you know, until you're like in World Tier 3 at minimum. Because you're never going to get that high a lucky hit chance. Probably more like World Tier 4. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. A lot of lucky hit buffs and vulnerable damage nerfs. I would agree with that. Yeah. I would agree with that, Derek. That's what I seen as well. I was going to say that a minute ago if I didn't, that I was a lot of lucky hit boosts. Boosts. I didn't say anything. Do not clip that. Rugged damage reduction against damage over time effects increase. That's boring. Aftermath energy restored increase. I don't know. These are the passives, so I don't know. I don't know all of the passives. I only know the ones that I ended up using, to be honest. Because a lot of them were just, whatever. Paragon combat glyph bonus. Oh, so they did this with like everything that they had whatever their glyph that would increase their core skills now affects everything. Eldritch Bounty Legendary Node. I don't remember exactly what this one is, but I'm pretty sure that I used it. But I can't remember which one it is now, but it got a boost. I can't remember offhand what that is now. Preparation ultimate cooldown reduction increase. So ultimate cooldown reduction once again. So yeah, that's interesting. That makes that death trap a little bit better, huh? That a lot of people liked using anyways. My man Phil, a boozer, yo. A lot of stuff down here, a lot of aspect changes. Wow, okay. Let me skim this super quick. Okay, no Blade Dancers aspect nerf or anything, huh? Shadow Slicer. I don't remember what this one is. It's hard to... I don't have all the names memorized yet. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, so it's a little bit hard to... I did it again. They're all a little bit of buff here, a little buff on all these toxic alchemists. So I'm not gonna go over, unless somebody wants to point out, maybe in the chat, I'll try to keep an eye on it. These all just look like little buffs on everything. That's not gonna be too consequential, really. Well, this is Shadow Slicer's aspect damage increase from 25 to 35 to 80 to 100, actually. That's a over 3 times boost to the damage. Rogue fine or gutted? I don't know if I got gutted, but there's definitely a nerf here and there, a little one. I'm not sure. Am I a father, says Walter? Yeah, I got a daughter and a stepson. Niels thinks Rogue's slightly buffed. I don't know what this Shadow Slicer is, but that sounds like a huge amount. Mike said he's never used any of these aspects, and that's all he played since launch is Rogue. So Yeah, that's kind of what I was noticing when I'm reading through them. I'm like, I don't remember any of these. They must be ones I don't use. Items, Sky Hunter's energy gain. I don't remember Sky Hunter. Grasp of Shadows, lucky hit. Don't remember that either. There's that lucky hit boost again, fellas. Sorceress. Here's the one that everyone's saying is got absolutely gutted. Gutted. So let's see what this is, fellas. Rip Sorceress says, Carlson, uh-oh. I'm gonna get into this, fellas, uh-oh. Oh, I can't wait. Look, this is boost right here. Charge bolt damage increased. What do you mean gutted? It's getting boosted right there. Got a mega buff. Charge bolt damage increase, so incinerate damage increase. Look at that. Ice Blade's cast cleanup has been tightened, allowing players to act after it's cast sooner. Okay, interesting. That sounds more like almost like a glitch, but pretty much all these skills that people don't use a ton, it looks like they're getting boosted. Blizzard's core skill mana cost reduction increase from 10 to 20. Okay. Deep freeze cooldown reduction increased from 50 to 100. I feel like, didn't people use deep freeze a bunch already? So there's it's doubled right there. Cooldown reduction. You can get the cooldown reduction up to 100%. Passives, mana shield reduction. Making mana shield better. Someone said that there's an overview down below that we could look at real quick when we get done here, but Devouring Blaze critical strike damage reduced. This is a passive, so Devouring Blaze critical strike damage reduced. So that would be critical strike on fire skills, I'm assuming. Passive. Another reduced on that one for fire skill damage. Okay. This is the same one that's on all of them for the glyph getting a boost on core skills. Firebolt enchantment got nerfed, says Corey a ton. So fire crit damage, yeah. So that's got nerfed down a ton, I suppose. Hydra enchantment mana threshold reduced from 300 to 200. That's what everyone is using in the betas, right? For their enchantment slots was the Hydra, and then they nerfed it like crazy. They're moving it back down to 200, I suppose. Hydra just got a big nerf in general after, you know. Boy, all these. Sorceress is one I didn't really get a chance to play a lot either. So there's a lot of stuff here. Who looked over the Sorceress already? Why don't you slam in the chat what do you think the craziest nerfs here are for the Sorcerers? Patch Stinks says Mendez. What is this, Phil? Says Chicho. Not sure what you mean by that, Chicho. Not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, what's the whole Gondo thing you're talking about? I can't remember, Chicho. You keep slamming in Gondo, and stuff that I don't understand, I don't generally read. So if you keep saying over and over again something I don't get, I don't want to read it because I don't want to get myself in trouble. So let me scroll down real quick. Let me see. We're almost, wow, this is a long. Jeez, what is all that stuff? Holy moly. So yeah, I guess we'll get, I'm just going to jump past the Sorcerers right here. Aspect of controlling was applying its damage bonus 3 times on staggered boss. Oh, Smolps, okay. Yeah, wherever that one's at, that's the one that people were using to just completely nuke Lilith, right? And that's why world bosses were dying in like 1 second. Yeah, I didn't see that one, but yeah, I assume it's in there. That's one that I definitely thought would get nerfed here. Different aspects getting nerfed. Let's scroll down to items here. The Butcher's Cleaver slow increase, so they're trying to make the Butcher Cleaver a little bit better, huh? Drop rate adjustments. Let's go, fellas! Increase bonus to drop ancestral and sacred items in nightmare dungeons. From 5% to 10%. Should be 100%. Bag Boy says, do not play Sork in Season 1 with the armor nerf and the minus 750 from removing skulls from jewelry. You don't have a chance. Interesting. Disobedience nerf. Let me scroll up and look at... Disobedience must be an aspect, huh? I'm guessing here. I didn't really get into Sorceress. Snow Pro. This guy. Yeah, where's that one at? It's under the general aspects. Okay, right here. Aspect of Disobedience, maximum stacks. Reduced from 100 to 60, reducing maximum bonus armor. Okay. Exploiter's aspect, bonus damage to unstoppable reduced. So this is the one that Disobedience is one of the big ones to hurt, that's gonna crush the sorceress, you guys say, huh? AK Get It Right says he's deleting the game right now instead of downloading the patch. It might be a little bit overreaction, but hey, to each their own, whatever you guys want to do. Rip Disobedience, rip Sork. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, if that's... I don't know. I think that... See, this is what I was talking about earlier, and everyone have your own opinion, not a problem, but... Wasn't Sorceress just melting things like crazy, and shouldn't that stuff have been nerfed a little bit, right? It'll crush every class. I don't think, like, this aspect, I wasn't even using this aspect, I don't think. I don't use this aspect on a single build. Maybe I should. Maybe this is one that I should find and use. Unless, wait, hold on. Is this the one that when you... Oh, maximum bonus armor from 50. Oh, no. Yeah, I was. Never mind. Yeah, this is the one where you stack up the bonus damage. I'm an idiot. Never mind. No, this is a nerf, but it's only cutting it in half. Like, we'll say my barbarian that I imprinted from the codex. I mean, you're gonna have the low end anyways, so it's like it's gonna hurt a little bit, but it's not ending the game, right? Right, fellas? Like, I don't think that. I think some people might be overreacting a little. Yeah, Derek says there's only one build for most classes. The game is nerfing the stuff everyone uses and trying to make all the stuff no one wants to use better. Yep. That's what they're trying to do. Carlton says for most classes it's not going to kill everything, but for Sorceress it will. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't say for sure because I haven't played a lot of Sorceress, like I said, but I don't know. Patch is downloading worth crap. Yeah, everyone's trying to get it, right? But everyone's trying to get the patch right now. Oh, Snow Pro coming in with a 13-month Slayership. Oh, let's go. Thank you so much, Snow Pro, my man, for 13 months. Ooh. Let's read some of these other general. I want to get through the rest because these ones are kind of sort of interesting to me. Removed a 20% chance to drop an extra equipment item from elite monsters outside of Nightmare Dungeons and Helltides. So they're trying to make it even worse to run anything except for Helltides and Dungeons, apparently, with that. Definitely. Increased chance to drop an extra equipment item from elites and monsters in Nightmare Dungeons and Helltides by 10%. So they're nerfing everything outside of Dungeons and Helltides, and they're buffing everything inside Helltides and Dungeons. I mean, everyone only did those things before, so I'm not sure. Interesting. Nightmare Dungeons now have a 50% chance to drop a second legendary item upon completion. Okay, so every other dungeon will give you an extra legendary. Interesting. Nightmare Dungeons now give 3 rare items upon completion, up from 1. Wow, so you could get 5. You could get 3 rare items and 2 legendaries from completing a dungeon now. They're really trying to get people to actually go kill that boss, huh? Cody B said, yeah, the Helltides are way tougher now. a little bit. They made the monsters went up 1 level, which I think is actually good. It'll give you even more experience, right? But yeah, the Hell Tides cost a little bit more to do. The mystery chest, that is. Is Barb still good after the patch? I don't think the Barb got really nerfed that much at all, Dan. You can scroll back a little bit and take a look at it, or link in the description. Anyone who wants to check it out on their own, read over it real quick. Increase monster HP scaling from 85 to 100% bonus per extra player in the party. So that's they're boosting the amount of life the monsters have when you're playing in a party. Make people want to play by the solo even more, I guess. Adjusted the scaling of the Greed Shrine to improve its effectiveness throughout the game. Still worthless because you're already going to have infinite gold. World bosses now drop potions more often. That's what we need, more potions, fellas. Let's go. There's no longer a limit to how many materials you can refine into higher materials at once. Nice. That was super annoying. I just never did it kind of because of this. But yeah, you could only do like 10 or 20 at a time before. And you might have like 2,000 of these, whatever. Leathers to advanced leathers or whatever they're called, but I mean, that's pretty basic, but needed, I suppose. Chromosphere said it won't give you more experience though because they nerfed the experience from higher level monsters. Yeah, it won't give you more experience relative to how it is now, but it'll give you more experience relative to the level under it before. But still, monsters, like, if you kill a monster that's level 75, we'll say, and it gives you 100 experience, and you kill a monster that's level 76, it'll still give you, like, 105 experience. These are made-up numbers, but regardless of, even if you don't count in the bonus, but instead, the bonus before was, like, 15% and 20% bonus, and now it's, like, 1.5% and like 3%. So it's like such a small amount of bonus between one level to the next. But you still do get a bonus experience. So yeah, Jordan says world boss dropping more potions, silly. Yeah, it seems a little bit, but let's see what their developer note on item affixes is. So many affixes are too efficient and are outshining alternatives. We're looking to refine the outliers, improve the number of meaningful choices on competitive slots, and increase the overall flexibility of items. We know these changes will reduce the total amount of possible power a character can possess, so we will monitor these changes affect players' ability to conquer expected milestones throughout the season. So pretty much they wanted to not have every single person only have crit strike chance, crit strike damage, vulnerable damage, cooldown reduction on every piece of gear, right? So they want to make all the other stuff more important. It sounds like we got to read down here a little bit more. This stuff is down here, but what that's going to do is it's going to force you to look at the other things even more. And I already can't stand how many different affixes are on these things that you got to look at. So we'll look at so we're increasing the availability of affixes below to make them easier to include in different builds. Controlled impaired duration reduction can now be on pants. Barrier generation can now appear on all classes. It will also begin dropping later in the game, so you can't get it till later in the game. Now that's whatever, that's fine, I suppose. Lucky hit chance while having a barrier can now appear on all classes, but reducing it by 12% on helms and 20% on aimlets or offhand. Mastery skill damage newly added one affix, another affix right here. Great. Mastery skill damage can appear on sorcerer's weapons, scales identically to core skill damage. They're adding more affixes. Great, 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 great. 700 fine fellas in here. Great point, Walter. Make sure you guys slap that like button for me. My dudes. Ugh. You know what I should do too, actually? Because I actually post all my D4 videos over on a separate channel. This is kind of like my D2/streaming channel at the moment. Let me pin a comment with the channel for my D4 videos, huh? So I got a D4 fill channel that I'm gonna pin in the comments right now. So real quick. So anyone in here watching that, I just, for now I stream on this one, but I'm trying to separate my Diablo 2 content from my Diablo 4. I may eventually go ahead and stream all my Diablo 4 stuff over there as well. It's undecided at this point, but for now I stream on this channel and all my Diablo 4 stuff goes over onto the other channel. So make sure you subscribe up to that channel right there, fellas. And of course, watch all my videos over there too, huh? All the like buttons, things like that. All the things like that. Let's see here. All the D4 streamers are reading patch notes. No one's playing the game. Aikihara. Not reading the first part, but yeah, that's what we're looking over these. We got to get the knowledge in our brains. I need extra time to get the knowledge in my brains, right? How's Necro doing? Got a little nerf. Got a little nerf to the bone spear for sure. So we'll have to see how it works out fully. Resistance to all elements can now appear on shields. Makes sense. Core stat bonuses on weapons has been overperforming, so we're pulling back on this bonus. So all the core skill damage stuff on weapons is getting cut in half. Okay. This one's probably getting a huge nerf. Oh, Trev. Thank you for the Slayer shit, my man. Trev Walker's now a Sweetville Slayer. Thank you so much, dude. Developer note, cooldown reduction affix often felt mandatory due to their raw power. We imagine cooldown reduction will remain a highly desirable stat, but the penalty for not prioritizing it won't be as harsh. Cooldown reduction reduced by 30%. So they're making cooldown reduction worse. Imbuement skill cooldown reduction reduced. Trap skill cooldown reduction reduced. Oof. That stinks a lot, but is what it is. Walter says, keep slaying. Ooh. Yeah. Maniac says they destroyed Hoda Barb, so is it finally time to Whirlwind? That's what I've been rocking on my barbs, so I'll just keep doing it, I suppose. Thread says, how about the gift of mystery chest cost increasing to 250 but no loot boost? I mean, getting another 75 cinders, I mean, it's like an extra minute or two. I feel like that's not a crazy, I feel like that's, I don't know about a good change. I don't care either way, but cooldown reduction was important for all sorceresses in all builds, sadly. Yeah, cooldown reduction was great for everything. And this is just straight across the board, 30% reduction to all cooldown reduction affixes on stuff. So, oof. We're seeing critical strike damage and vulnerable damage often viewed as a hard requirement for builds to succeed in Diablo 4. We believe this is a step towards allowing more builds to flourish, and will continue to make changes to support this. So, critical strike damage reduced by 17%. Lightning critical strike damage by 17%. Critical strike damage with all of this stuff reduced by 17%. Vulnerable damage reduced by 40%. What? Vulnerable damage got cut in half. Got cut in half. Holy crap. Bruh. This is what I mean. People are going to be outraged about this. This is half your damage is gone. Not really, but half of vulnerable damage, that's like 10-12% of your damage gone instantly. Oh, it never came through. Why didn't it read off? What's going on here? Maybe YouTube's way behind, but yeah, Mewtwo, thank you for 10 months of Slayership. Ooh. Thank you someone for shouting out that I was waiting for it to come through and I didn't think it ever did, or I missed it. But that's crazy. Sork just dead now, says Zombie. They just shouldn't have had a vulnerable be its own damage bucket, says Tiz Diesel. It is an interesting choice. Everyone's rip Sork, rip Sork, rip Sork. Maybe. This is pretty wild, Mystic. Yeah, through that. Rip Puncture Rogue. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna get on with my my Druid and my Rogue here in a minute, and my Barbarian, and see what this does. Like, see how it feels. It's gonna be oof. It feels. I got a weird feeling in my stomach, fellas. That's rough. Woohoo! Derek coming in with a Slayer ship now. Holy moly! Thank you guys for the channel support today, my dudes. And Derek, welcome into the Slayers. Ugh. The weird grungy noises Phil always does. You guys are welcome. Disparities in inherent affixes can rule some weapons out before the rest of their stats are even rolled. These are receiving harsher reductions than their normal affixes counterparts to increase weapon flexibility. Once again, thank you for the Slayership, my man. Cooldown reduction inherent on offhand, so that's like the Druid's totems and things. Reduced by 35% right off the bat. Critical strike damage inherent on swords is getting cut in half. Vulnerable damage on crossbows is getting cut by 65%. Wow. Wow, these nerfs at the bottom are insane. People are not going to be happy about this. People hate nerfs. They hate it. So they're boosting up the life of monsters from playing in parties. They're giving you less experience. And they're cutting your damage in half all over the place. I keep reading, it gets worse, says Pistonia. I am. This bottom part is insane. No more 250 million crits. Well, the problem is those are going to do 125 million instead of 250. But the skills that we're doing, like 100,000 damage, are going to be doing 50,000 damage. So it's like, stop playing, says Chicho. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be better. I don't know. Wow, there's a lot. This is significant stuff going on here. Damage bonus to crowd-controlled enemies was overperforming relative to the ease of activating it versus stricter. Ease of activating it versus stricter. Do I not know the English language? What is going on here? I'm just going to move past it because I might be making myself look like an idiot. But crowd controls type specific affixes. I think is that a spelling error or something? I'm not sure what's going on. Damage to crowd control enemies decreased by 30%. Damage to frozen enemies increased by 20%. Wasn't this damage to frozen enemies making the ice shards rogue or Sorc do like crazy damage? Isn't that a boost to whatever? Weird. Slippery Stacks says he thinks Blizzard thinks the hearts will sufficiently pass the nerfs. If they don't, season 1's a dunzo. So this is making a little boost on the gold skill stuff, I suppose. But another developer note here, and these have been very insightful for what they're thinking, so I gotta look at these. We've seen that skillful players are frequently slaughtering monsters many level above their own. We want to support this, but the current situation is beyond what we believe is correct for the long-term health of the game. To chase this goal, we're shifting power to many offensive affixes from defensive affixes. We know this will make our endgame content more deadly, particularly for those chasing our pinnacle boss, an encounter not meant for the faint of heart. Overcoming the pinnacle boss will take every ounce of grit you can muster, all tools at your disposal. We'll continue to evaluate feedback, from community, and make the changes to our combat mechanics. Increase. I see a lot of increases here, fellas. So even though there was all these nerfs up here to things like vulnerable damage, crit damage, things like that, the things everybody uses. Let's look at this giant list right here of all increases, except for damage. The defense is getting okay. Physical, fire, cold, lightning, poison, shadow damage, all increased. Non-physical damage, physical damage over time. So bleeding? That's bleeding, right? So wait, physical damage over time, is that considered bleeding? 40% boost on that anyways, whether I'm reading that right or not. Bostonia says yes. So that would be bleeding. Interesting. Shadow damage taken over time increased by 40%. So the shadow damage on Twisted Blades is going to deal more damage than what it does now. Obviously, the explosion on Twisted Blades shadow damage was the most of the damage, but that's getting a boost there. Damage with two-handed bludgeoning weapons. So all these two-handed slashing, dual wield, ranged weapons increased. Damage with skills that swap to new weapons. That's on the barb specifically. Human form. These are all damage increases for the. Every single thing's getting a 25% or more bonus on the base damage, and they're nerfing all of these buffs though up here. Crit strike, vulnerable. So. You don't understand what this applies to? It applies to everything. Like if anything in the game is dealing shadow damage, whatever that damage was before, it's 25% higher now. Cold damage, or let's just say physical damage, anyone that did physical damage, that number is going to be 25% higher now. So Juggernaut, the nerf to the Helltides is crap. I don't know, the Helltide stuff I was kind of fine with pretty much, but increase to base, decrease to multipliers. That's a good way to put it, Loot Goblin. Yeah, that's pretty much the overall theme of this patch, it looks like. Increase to base damage and decrease to the multipliers. And that'll keep the crazy crits under control, I think, so. Oh, grindy for 6 months of Slayership. Ugh. My apologies, half talking over when I got read off, but yeah, smash that like button, fellas. Appreciate you, Grindy, for 6 months of Slayership. Thank you all. 700 of you joining me as well. There's a lot going on here. Affixes on gear. Many offensive affixes from different affixes. Okay, so that might be a better way. That might be more accurate. Yeah, I think these are. So any of the affixes on gear. Let's see. Damage with dual wielded weapons. Wow, there's this many affixes on gear. That kind of. I think that's the biggest problem with D4, to be perfectly honest. There's this many different affixes on gear. Yeah, I think that is more right. That is actually accurate. So, let's see the affixes. Let's say you get physical damage affix on a piece of gear, 25% more. So let's just say it's the max is 10%. Then the max would be 12.5%. The way I'm seeing it then. Thundered Soul says, in his opinion, he thinks it's like easier, earlier leveling, more punishing for further on. If it's just item affixes, it's not a huge buff. Boy, a lot of stuff. All increases there. When you get down to the, let's see, werewolf skill damage. Total armor reduced by 30%, attack speed for 4 seconds after dodging increased. So it's essentially every single armor thing is being reduced and every single damage thing is being buffed. Affix is what it looks like. Now that I don't know why I forgot that this whole list was about. Right here they're talking about how it's all about the affixes and stuff. So yeah, thank you for correcting me on that one. Whoever did correct me, my apologies. These are all the different affixes. Oh, we're gonna die more. Yeah, you pretty much can't do monsters that are like, you know how they said earlier that you let me scroll back up. Where's the, I'm gonna scroll back up for the experience change right here. Where did it go? Right here. How 10 levels higher than you is going to give you 15% bonus to experience. Fighting monsters that are 10 levels higher than you is going to be so much harder now. So much. So instead of always running dungeons that are 3 levels higher than you, they want you to try to keep doing higher and higher and higher content to get the more experience gain a little bit. But it's going to be harder and harder. And then 3 levels and 4 levels, then 5 levels and 6 levels higher than you till you get up to 10 or whatever. 10, I think this is 10 or 10 and higher. Yeah, so instead of getting this bonus at 3, they want you to do higher and higher, but you're going to keep dying because it's going to be harder and harder. So, I think. Pistonia says, when people meme that Blizzard likes to nerf fun, I see what they mean now. Leveling ults with buddies will be faster. No, that your level minus 51 isn't going to really apply anymore, Charles. Everybody will have to kind of go by what I said in my video instead of when everyone said I was stupid. You'll just have to pick what monster level you want to fight and then add 54 to the... You take the dungeon number and add 54, and that will be the monster level. So let's say you think you can handle anyways monsters that are like 5 levels above you. Where did that go? Like, let's say you want the 5 levels above you will be 1.5 times 5, so 7.5 experience boost. You add 54 to the dungeon number, and that will be the 5 levels higher than you that you're desired to look for. It's even scaling up to 10 levels plus above you or higher, I believe. So, yeah, you'll add 54 to the tier of dungeon, not to your level. I believe, anyways. I gotta bust out the old calculator and look in the game, but where were we at here? That's pretty much, that's everything right there, pretty much. So damage reduction by when fortified reduced. Yeah, pretty much just they're setting it up so everybody will die a lot more, and but you'll get more base damage, but you won't get as much damage from crit strike and stuff. So there's a lot going on there, fellas. I'm gonna hop over to the game now, and I'm gonna see what my Druid and my Barb and Rogue kind of do with this, what's going on here. So let me go ahead and fire it up. It should be ready to rock. Oh, I got a BattleNet. Let me, I just got to restart my BattleNet launcher real quick. I'll leave you guys with the printer for just a second while I'm firing this up. And yes, you do see that correctly. That is the Wayne's World soundtrack. You better believe it. The patch should be live today. Yeah, it should. The patch should be downloading and it'll be live. You just won't be able to find malignant jewels and stuff. Right? Am I completely confused? That's what they said, right? Patch is live, says Cody B. Yeah, it's live today, 18th. It should be. Make player base more frustrated dying. Was already frustrated getting nuked by a non-elite arrow. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it won't be as crazy as what everyone thinks, huh? And this might be pretty laggy and stuff. What should I try first? The thing with my rogue's higher, but I'm less familiar. Like, I haven't played the rogue a lot over the last week, probably. So I'm going to jump to the Druid. It's easy. Just hold it down. We need a laptop curl. Oh, man, it's so much work pulling that thing out. I don't know about that one. What do we got going on right now, huh? There's no Helltide right now. I don't care about that. The world boss just happened a little bit ago, so I'm gonna grab a dungeon and just hop into it and see what happens, I guess. So adding 54 to these dungeons. Ooh, this is gonna be a good test too, because I was slapping these 24, 25 dungeons, no problem, just before the patch launched. So let's see. I'm actually going to grab maybe a lower one here because I have a feeling it's going to be tough. Because, yeah, like they said, total armor got nerfed. Damage reduction got nerfed. You know. But the damage cooldown reduction got nerfed. Total armor there. You know, like more total armor. Spirit cost reduction. Critical strike chance nerfed. Critical strike damage nerfed. So we'll have to see. Can you go on a level? I don't have any level 100, but I'm like a casual creator guy, so I don't have any level 100 characters. I got an 88, I got a 73, and then like a 50. So no, I won't go on a level 100, I guess, because I can't. Let me grab a dungeon here. Shadow Plunge. Let's grab that. It's a 24. So doing the math, 5, 6, 70. That should be a level 78 monsters. So the Druid looks disgusting. What a shame. Well, I made him look that way on purpose. So it's kind of a, yeah. Shards don't, Aplex, the shards. So the shards of, that you need for crafting you're talking about don't drop as often. I guess I might have overlooked that. I've seen someone else say that, but sometimes if I don't know what people are talking about, I don't necessarily read it, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of leveling. It's my most hated thing to do in any game. I like magic finding and trying to find better gear. So, well, I don't feel any difference. I might be doing way more damage actually. So this is what the monsters should be. What did I say? Yeah, the monsters are 78. Nailed it right on the head. Wow. I'm actually doing way more damage than I was before. I'm gonna be honest. Well, maybe not way more. About the same actually. Let's see. Well, we gotta get through. We'll run the whole dungeon here first, and we'll see how it's. Boy, I don't know if this is. Oh, these guys got the. What you call it? Oh, I ran out of resource. What? That never happened before. I wonder if something's applying differently. I mean, I'd say this still works pretty dang good. What do you guys think? Is this working good still, or is this not good? Boy, my for some reason I'm running out of resource. I'm wondering why that is. I never ran out of resource really before, and now I am. What build you running? This is just a straight shred build. Yeah. Interesting. What am I... There must be a nerf on resource cost reduction. There must have been a pretty hard hit on the resource. Let me pull that up real quick. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had to pull it up on Microsoft Edge. Hopefully I don't die in the background. Let me pull this over here. That's gonna be way down at the bottom, huh? Check dungeon affix. Oh, nah, like if it's getting resource burned or something. How do you check that again from here? You know, there's no resource burn, so. Oh yeah, so let's see the cooldown reduction. I don't know. Mr. D-Tub said it was a 25 to 35% reduction on that could be it. I wonder if there's anything I can do about that. I'll have to look into it a little bit, but oh no. Power supply, motherboard, and CPU fried? What? Oh man, that's crazy, dude. Sorry to hear that, my man. Wow, that's nuts. I gotta remember I'm not unstoppable all the time now, right? So, I mean, the damage seems at minimum the same, if not better. So, huh. But this entire time I'm not unstoppable anymore. Well, maybe it's just because this dungeon is so spread out, maybe. Like, it's not a very dense dungeon. So, because sometimes it's staying up, but I feel like I'm just not hitting enough monsters. You know what I want to do too? I'm gonna take off Storm Strike here because that one got a boost. That one basic skill. Not to mention, with all the extra skills I got, it's up to level 5, huh? It got an attack speed boost, didn't it? Poison damage apply. We'll try it out. Whatever. With disobedience getting nerfed, temerity might be requirement if you self-heal. Oh, why can't I? Oh, I didn't hit the right. Unbelievable. I forgot that I have to flame. Why can't I put it down there? Is that the wrong one? Why can't I put it here? I'm confused. Why can't I use claw? Why did I just put points in the claw and I can't use it? Is that, it must be glitched or something, like. I seen it pop up for a second, but why is it so far away? So it's like you don't put it, it points by the upper left hand corner. Okay, I guess I never realized that. I usually don't switch that stuff very often, so that's weird. I'm an idiot. Didn't realize the upper left hand corner was the pointer of the cursor or whatever. Ah. I mean, still build works really good without me doing anything else to it. I do like this other skill a little bit since they reduced the damage reduction, right? So it kind of does. Since I got 5 skills into it too from all my gear, it kind of does. I mean, you're hitting 4K on the base. It's almost the same as the first attack on Shred anyways. And it applies a poison damage. Because it's one of the only times you really need to use your basic skill is to, you know, against bosses. Because you get a lot of your resource back when you kill a monster, I think. So, with this. Already left your leg? Nice, appreciate it. Alright, well. I mean, I'm not too far into the dungeon, but yeah, like I'm definitely getting the experience feels. Why can't I attack? There we go. Oh, Jonathan coming in with 5 gifted Slayerships. Salt and Chill says, what up, Phil? Watch a bunch of your stuff during the D2R grind. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you very much. And thank you, Jonathan, for the 5 gifted Slayerships. You're the man, dude. You the man. Alright, so with this particular build, I can't speak for the Sorceress or whatever, but some of the doom and gloom might be a little bit overstated, as I kind of mentioned, right? Like, as for the experience difference, I gotta see here. We gotta do more than half a dungeon to figure that out, I suppose, huh? Ooh, maybe that would help if I actually use one of the elixirs, huh?
Let's go!
How about you? Let's go! No, you the man? Appreciate it. Where are you at? This dungeon's kind of got easy affixes on it, so I wonder... oh, did I not wait long enough? Oopsie. I wonder if I did one that was harder. I want to see what the not being unstoppable while you're in Grizzly Rage, how much that affects it. Because this one is feeling pretty much the same as before, except for whatever reason, my... Why is it even there? I just threw this on for more damage. I need to put a new affix on this two-hander, or on this weapon over here. I just completely forgot about it, I guess. And you see, like, all these affixes I have are just imprinted. Didn't this one stacking from 5 up to 15 to 30? Yeah, okay. They're almost all just like imprinted ones from like aspects from dungeons or whatever. Like a lot of them are, anyways. I can kill these little snakes in one hit. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna say just from playing it a little bit there, it does feel like I'm hitting harder, because these are the same dungeons I was doing before. Oopsie. There, I got frozen in Grizzly Rage. See that? Oh boy. Got frozen in Grizzly Rage. No. I'm gonna need another unstoppable skill here. Woo! So they made the game more annoying, maybe. You know, there's certain dungeons that affect your resource. Yeah, this isn't one of the ones with resource burn on it. I make sure never to run those. So, boy, a lot of them big old snakes. I need to get that one poison aspect on here, because I do poison quite a few things, sort of. Especially with the basic skill I'm using now. Poisoning things. The one where if you hit them with Shred, it automatically does all the poison damage all at once. I need to get that on my one-handed weapon. I kept forgetting. I gotta find it, I guess, or whatever. Can you show the detailed character sets? Maybe the additive bonuses all combine, or helping the vulnerable nerf. Yeah, I mean, we kind of look at it, but I don't know exactly where these were at before. And you know, not knowing what these were at before, it's hard to say. I don't really have the vulnerable damage, isn't very much, to be honest. Crit strike damage was always where it was at, right? And this, like I said, this isn't a really perfect character, but 4 skill damage, werewolf damage, damage while werewolf, damage with werewolf. Guess I didn't realize those were 2 different things. So yeah, I mean, you can glance at these real quick, or pause it or whatever if you want to look at something. But yeah. Max said he'll never complain about the game getting harder. Gives me something new to figure out. Easy mode. Game dies in your opinion. Where's this? Okay, I got rid of him right off the bat. Nice. Yeah, I mean, most people like the game. Gosh, it is so weird constantly getting like crowd controlled in Grizzly Rage. Most people like the game easy, you know, they just want to get out there and slaughter monsters, you know, so. Doesn't, let me look real quick at that. Doesn't Blood Howl, oh no, generate spirit. I feel like there was maybe an aspect that Blood Howl made you unstoppable, but I didn't do it because I was always unstoppable from Grizzly Rage. So they changed this, but they never changed the verbiage on it. Shapeshifting into an unstoppable dire werebear. I wonder if they did that on purpose or not. They probably should change that to reflect what it actually does, huh? Whoopsie. Getting scared while in werewolf form. Your base armor went up, says Mike Fur. Interesting. I guess I can go back and check the tape on mine, I guess. See what everything changed to. Then we got 247. Oh, come on. Come on. Just kind of testing out the regular attack there for a second, seeing what's up. Stormlash might still be a better option, to be honest. You still get damage reduction on it. A little bit of extra poison damage or whatever is like no big deal on the... See, now that I'm slapping stuff a little harder, my resource is kind of staying up, right? So maybe it's just because my that one dungeon was like a little under dense. It is kind of neat having the core skill deal so much damage relative to the level 1 Stormlash anyways. Interesting. Hey Phil, D4 does it for you or D2 still superior game? Yeah, well. I mean, I probably still like D2 better, but that's because like magic finding is the thing that I like the most, like finding better gear and stuff, and D4 finding gear is like, it's not as cool. The chance of hitting twice. Maybe we'll go chance of hitting twice, because if I am ever using this, I'm going to be out of resource. Well, I guess you generate based upon when you attack, not a second attack. Would that generate extra spirit that one time when it attacks twice? I think it would. I think it would. Playing D2 while waiting for the patch. Nice. Oh, look at all the items. So you get 3 rares and you get a 50% chance of another whatchamacallit, another legendary. So I got three rares and a legendary right off the bat. They're trying to incentivize you, but unfortunately I only got 1 legendary in the whole dungeon. And it was right at the end. So yeah, I never used that. So much stuff here to go through, of course. Totem. Two-handed. Staff, crossbow, two-handed. Don't care about two-handed stuff. It's all gonna be worse. Gloves. Nope. 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 And no. Level these up good and nice. Let's see. Yeah. All right. That didn't feel too bad. What else we got around here? Stormbane's Wraith. Gross. Abandoned Mineworks. I feel like that's one we'll do. Don't forget to upgrade your potions. Yeah, I do forget to do that. I'm pretty sure I have them all upgraded at this point. Or are you talking like beginning of season there, Bat? Was I in the Navy? Nope, I never did none of that armed forces type of stuff like that. Nope. Turkey Man says he hopes the first expansion for D4 is a Reaper of Soul style update and really make everything more exciting. It's definitely going to be huge. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you of that. Max says when he finds Doombringer, I'll let you know if it rivals finding your Griffins. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely gonna be exciting the first time finding something like that, but you can't like try to find stuff like that in D4, really. You know, part of it comes down to like Wow. I don't know. It honestly, I feel like on these regular monsters, I feel like I'm doing a lot more damage. A little bit more damage, I should say. So, I'm not sure about the Sorceress, obviously. Can't speak for those guys. But yeah, whoop, okay. Stuck, of course. Stupid spider webs from these little spideys. I mean, I got almost a quarter level here. I'm only 74, though. So, maybe it's imagined, but I do feel the experience gain reduced kind of significantly. Hopefully that's not imagined in my head here. It should be with the patch, but finding uber uniques and D4 is all an illusion. Yeah, well, part of not finding them too is the fact that you can't trade, because even if you didn't find things in D2 in season and stuff, you'd find something because there were so many of them. And if you found something, then you could trade to the person who did find the thing you wanted. You could trade them the thing that they wanted and didn't get, you know? So the no trading in D4 is probably the larger problem than the, you know, illusion of finding the illusion. Not sure why I said it like that. Of finding them, you know? Because, I mean, how many Diablo 2 seasons went by when I never found a Griffin's, or I never found a Fur Rune and a Jaw to make Enigma? How many seasons went by, do you think, that I never found a D-Web, or that I never found, you know, all of them, pretty much? I pretty much played pretty much no seasons did I find any of that stuff, right? Cricket says, yeah, no trade drives you nuts. Yeah. I definitely think that's a poor choice. So is what it is, though. They're sticking to their guns on that one for sure. So it just seems like the thing that they want the most. They want to make sure that nobody can possibly make money off of selling items in this game. That seems to be the most important thing to them, like, bar everything else. So, you know, that's what they decided, so. Yeah, all these little spideys in here, because you kill so many of them that it definitely keeps your life up, or your resource up, I should say. What? That's a real chest. What's going on here? If it wasn't for Phil, would have never noticed the vulnerable damage on crossbows. Oh yeah? Nice. Yeah, that definitely is quite a boost with that. Yeah, vulnerable damage on crossbows, for sure. Okay, that should be everything. Snow Pro hopped over on the Twitch stream. Nice. Cricket says he loves being able to trade in-game gold for items in D3. Yeah. Just trading in general, yeah, I think is superior personally. But yeah, because what it'll come down to is, yeah, they just, man, I don't know why they're so dead set against it. I would prefer there was some way to stop botting and RTM, you know, or RMT, I mean, but I don't think you should make the game worse because you can't stop, I don't know, the botting and stuff. Especially with it being an always online game. Like, shouldn't it be so much easier to detect and stop botting with it being a permanently online thing, you know? I don't know. I'm not an expert on those things, I suppose, but I think it would be a great win for the game if they would allow trading. Great win. You know what? With how this is going, I almost want to try like a much higher dungeon. Because what did I try earlier? Didn't I try a dungeon that was 20 levels higher than me, and I did it with this druid, I think, yesterday? So these guys are only 5 levels over me, so... I mean, I'm even getting hit up a little bit. All them archers, bro. Archers. I'm stuck. Always watch a YouTube video, says Duriel. It's great to be able to catch you live nowadays. Cool. Yeah, glad you're catching me live, my dude. Sasquatch over on Twitch as well. Welcome in. Harder to dupe when it's online only. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, all them little glitches and different things are all way harder when it's online only. But that's the thing too. They make it online only, which you think they would do to eliminate that kind of stuff. And then they eliminate the stuff that would make it, you know, I don't know. I'm always a big fan of single player, you know, so on single player you can always do so many more things. Like single player offline, I mean. I do like being able to do mods and stuff if you want to, or being able to like import character files on D2 and stuff to test things out or try things and this and that. Obviously that's a completely different argument, but... Definitely might have to get more survivability on, take off that Mad Wolf's Glee since they nerfed it, right? Pluggy for life, there you go, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, for sure. Looking for more Forsaken Miners? Wolvie said he just got one-shotted by a tier 60 on your sorceress. Are you a level 100 sorceress there, Wolvie? I think that's a skill issue. I'm just joking. I love saying that. Daryl said he's listening while at the gym. Nice. I do that once in a while. Smoke a bullet. Smoke, what's going on? Yo, welcome in. Yeah, you are level hundo. Gotcha. How much am I getting? Oh, nothing crazy. I'm just joking. Penitent Greaves, though. Got some of those boots. A couple rares. Bump up the werewolf glyph. Get these higher. All right. Well, this is going fine so far. I'll go sell stuff. Ooh, got a black horse. Lucky hit, resource regen. Not a bad ring. What do I got on seller stuff? Well, apparently I don't need critical strike damage and chance anymore, right? I should get resource regeneration. Bring on the rogue testing. I'm gonna try one much higher dungeon with my druid here to see what happens. I'm gonna try one. I think I did one that was, the monsters were 20 levels over me yesterday. They were like 94 or something, 92, because I was lower level the other day. I think I want to try that out just to see what happens. That's a mixed roll on that aspect. The Edgemasters one, I guess. We'll keep that. I mean, I'll keep that, I guess, but like, I think I already have better ones. So let's see. Required level 74. They did put a cap on this too, right? So or is that going to be for the season start? That the level requirement is going to be capped at 80. We feel back in biz. Yeah, it's because of the new patch announcement thing or whatever. So, are we coping in here like every other D4 streamer, looking to not to lose views, or are you being honest? Not sure, Mark's dad. Not sure. In the same level of dungeons I was doing before, I'm doing with my shred druid. I'm doing more damage for sure. The experience, I feel like I'm getting experience slower. I'm gonna try a higher dungeon. Just yesterday, this is gonna be a great comparison. I did dungeon with monsters 20 levels higher than me. So I'm going to go get one of these dungeons and do it right now and see if I get slapped. It was hard. It was hard yesterday, but somebody just said they did a tier 60 on their 100 sorceress and they just got wrecked. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go sell this stuff. All them evade charges. Go down here. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell all this stuff, get some gold. I need to go craft up a super high dungeon. See how it goes. So all the other people you're saying are coping. What do you mean by coping there? Do you think people are just saying that these are good changes and stuff, and you don't think they are, or what do you mean by that? Okay, so we want 54 higher. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 84. So I want to do what, a 40? A tier 40 would be, let's get one tier 40 here. Be a good one. Path of the Blind. I don't know what that one is. The 39 though. That'll be good enough. That'll be good enough. They're putting out the usual statements that everyone is overreacting and it will be fine in 2 days. Yeah, I said that is equally what I said to people in here. Everyone is like really upset that they were nerfing stuff, and it's like, just calm down. Let's see how it goes first. I don't know. Cricket said just learned you can craft nightmare sigils. Oh, really? Let's go ahead and try this and see how much. So far, the shred druid is perfectly fine for dungeons of the appropriate level. We'll see how that goes. Jonathan, that's actually not accurate anymore, that 51 thing, because they changed the experience gain per level differential. So that level 51, I never thought that was a good idea to do anyways. That's why I never said it that way, but everyone attacked me so bad. If you take the nightmare tier and you add 54, that will be the level of the monster you're fighting. And the level scale, every level higher than yours up to 10 will be, you get 1.5% more experience. So one level higher than you is 1.5% bonus experience from the monster's base value. 2 levels is 3. I believe it continues that way where 3 levels will be 4.5. 4 is 6% boost, so I think it scales evenly up like that, but each monster's base experience is higher per level. So I feel like every time I try to explain that, I can never spit it out in a great way. I don't know. See how this goes. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god! Wow. Okay, this is not going great already. Holy smokes! Whoa! I think that formula, Crom says when you hit level 72. I think that formula works only when the 50. Are you talking about the 54? Or are you talking about the experience? So they're 93. Yeah, the one I did the other day, they were 20 levels higher than me, and wow, it did not go that poorly. Like, I'm doing a ton of damage, but wow, yeah. Did I not? Oh, I didn't upgrade the potion either. I'll get on that right after I get done getting slapped in this dungeon. Holy smokes. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to keep going, but I think with the nerfs on the damage reduction stuff, I don't know. I'm getting like hit so hard by everything. Oh, Snow Pro coming in, re-upping his legendary Slayer ship. Wow. Yeah, I can't do this. They're too strong, or they're dealing too much damage to me. Wow. Potions can't save you. Yeah. Shaniac? Yeah, you ain't wrong. Have you head out, but have fun, Phil. All right, Crom, peace out, my dude. Ugh. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just gonna dip out of here. This is too much. Yeah. So it definitely got harder, but to be fair, these monsters are 20 levels over my level, so 20. Okay, well, we learned something there, huh? Did they say when they were gonna fix resistances? They say they're gonna try for season 2, I think. Go get my potion boosted up that I completely kept forgetting about. Everyone points out that arrow, but I never see it. I never looked there, huh? I've been going 4 levels with the lower level potions. You should not be able to solo dungeons 20 levels above you, says Fred. His opinion. Yeah, and I mean, I technically could. Like, I was killing stuff okay, but I couldn't really do anymore because I was taking too much damage. So maybe if I was better at the game, maybe I could. Get out of here. Yeah, so that's the Druid. I'm gonna go grab the Rogue, and I'm just gonna not change anything at all on the Rogue either, and we'll see how it feels. See how my Rogue feels. The iron, that iron elixir, the one that gives you a bunch more defense. You ain't wrong, Derek. You ain't wrong, right? You ain't wrong, right? I said. Just to kind of keep it even-ish, I'm just gonna take a potion, increase dodge chance, give me a little XP bonus or whatever. And these are all the dungeons I was just running right before. I was running, let's see. So I should have been running, let's see, 88 minus 51 before would have been 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, would have been 37s. But I was running like 43s, no problem. I was even running these 48s, 49s. So let me grab 40 Galrule slums, huh? See what's up. No pro. This guy. Oh, that's what I should do too. I'm gonna leave it on here, but before I didn't even need survivability, so I was still rocking Razor Plate so that people hit me for 11k damage. I'm gonna leave it on because that's what I had before, but I really have to get some survivability armor on here instead of this stupid thorn stuff that I was just messing around with the whole time. Look at Siphoning Strike. Oh yeah, Siphoning Strike. I forgot. I am gonna go glance at that real quick because that got a big nerf, didn't it? Critical strikes against close enemies have a 75% chance to heal for 3. Oh, okay. So instead of, did it always heal before? Or did it heal it always healed on lucky hit or something? So now when you get a lucky hit against close enemies, there's a 75% chance to heal. So it got nerfed, right? But yeah. Nick, what's going on? Yo. Okay. Okay, so it just doesn't heal all the time, but 3 out of 4 times. It is what it is. Let's see if I can remember how to play this character, huh? Let's see, those Dark Shrouds got nerfed too or something, right? What got nerfed over here? Oh no, this got buffed. This one right here. It was 10, now it's 14. Okay, well, that's cool. Oh yeah. Galrule Slums never has any monsters, huh? Lost a little health. Damage is fine. These monsters are what? How much higher are these? They're 103, and I'm 88. So I'm gonna play it a little bit. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Wow. Yeah, you take a lot more damage. Wow. Okay, well. It doesn't help that I have the razor blade on, right? But wow. Okay, well, it just shifts what you can run, I guess, huh? Wowzers. Wowie wawa. Wow, you take so much damage now. So much. Holy smokes. And once again, yeah, I am running, what are these guys, 15 over me, so we'll just teleport out of here. That was a little test run, huh? Little test run. What do you guys think about what you're seeing, huh? Do you think that's good or normal or whatever? So let's go, let's try to hit the same exact spot as before, 3 levels over me. So for 91, so we'd want, I don't think I have any low enough, to be honest. I was running all higher dungeons, so we'll go with Cultist Refuge, I guess. 5, that would be 90, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'd be 90. So that'd be 2 levels over me. Let's try that one out. Looks like Sork play. Ha! Blaine, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I haven't played this Rogue in a minute either, so it might be a little skill issue going on too, huh? They're 93. Okay, they're 5 levels over me. Oh, JP Blink rating with the party 18 over on Twitch. Thank you so much, my dude. Ooh. Welcome in, everybody. Also, okay, so these guys, why do my math skills not work out there? The 39 plus 50. Oh, 54. I'm an idiot. I still had that 51 number stuck in my head. Yeah, this is instantly going way better, right? So you just can't. You can. It's a challenge, but you can't run super crazy high dungeons anymore. I mean, you can, but you know, it's a lot more difficult. A lot more difficult. You're playing fine, just as Blizzard intended. For me to, just as Blizzard intended for us to die all the time at higher tier dungeons. No, but just playing a more appropriate level dungeon, I suppose. It's automatically like way better, huh? What am I doing here? Like my health isn't even dipping or nothing. Siphoning strikes are still siphoning a little bit. Let's go this way. Who are you? We got one person. Let me see. Let me see. Hit me already. Almost one-shotted himself. I don't know. Like the thorns on this thing, I feel like they do way more damage than the 10,000 that they say. Like that monster just almost one-hit themselves. Like crazy. Come on. There we go. Trying to get a shadow step target. Oh, didn't they? They reduced the cooldown on dash or something, or the maximum amount of cooldown reduction on dash or something along them lines. They changed. Maybe I'll look at that. Ooh, get a shadow step out of that. Dash out of that. Boy, shadow step cooldown is like negative 100. I need to use all my shadow steps real quick. Wow, the shadow step's so short, it's crazy. I wonder if that, I don't know, I can't remember offhand before if it's short or not. Tiny Cat, yo, welcome in, my dude. Come on. Okay. So yeah, I don't think there's anything too like insane here. I just think everyone's like the gameplay is just going to shift a little bit when choosing, you know. It's not going to be some hard number anymore. Do a dungeon, like take your level minus 51 and that's the dungeon you should run. Like that's not how it's going to be anymore. You kind of got to make a decision. Okay, how hard of one am I going to run? You know, kind of take the math part of it and decide, you know, how hard am I going to run? Am I going to do one that's like 2 or 3 levels higher than me? And am I going to be able to do ones that are 5? So 8, you know, you got to see. James says 5 levels higher is okay. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your character. It's kind of, I think it's not going to be a hard steadfast. It's going to be more of an opinion now instead of a, I think anyways, that's my take on it. Yeah, because this is feeling fine on this particular character. Okay, good job, Phil. That was a skill issue right there. Wait for that. Honestly, don't think you need dash on this build anyways. Don't need dash. Get out of town. Dash is like mandatory, bruh. For them blades following you. So maybe you're suggesting you could get away with only using Shadow Step because the cooldown's so low? I don't know. I love having dash. I love zipping back and forth. Boy, this guy, a little toughy. Movement speed is life. You love movement speed. Oh, I was just slamming the wrong buttons over and over. Go away, fire. Jeez. 7 minutes of fire. Jordan says, and I really want to beat Uber Lilith. Yeah, it sounds like Uber Lilith just got harder from a lot of the stuff I understood. Oh boy, that guy's hit pretty tough. Let him out. Woo. Oh, vampiric. It's like, what? Boom. Okay. Mother's Embrace. Suspiciously enough, that is my second unique in what, 3 dungeons? I wonder, huh? Probably nothing, but interesting. Grindy says, what? You can't just beat Uber Lilith with 1 point into smite. Right. Right. Energy cost and cooldown reduction. Got both those over here already. Movement speed, damage. Yeah, we're gonna stick with what we got there. Do need to get some armor for some more safety though. I feel like that thorns just isn't where I want to be anymore for sure. Damage with skills that swap to new weapons. No. It is a perfect roll. It is. That's important to note too. The max level of 80. It is with the max level of 80. Perfect roll in the aspect, I should say. Mikkel just finished the patch notes. What is people's honest opinion? Me personally find them lacking. I just think it's interesting. To me, it almost just feels like it just feels different for the sake of being different almost. Not that, I mean, they're trying to make it harder where you die more while having those builds that were insane, like kind of nerfed. I don't know, it's hard to, wow, those are some pretty good boots. They're just sacred though, but if you were looking for something sacred, energy cost, dexterity, shadow step, movement speed on boots, not bad. I'm gonna stick with my ancestrals obviously, but I didn't notice I accidentally picked up a regular sacred there for a second. And another demo one. Thought back to town real quick. Max had said they boosted dungeon drop rates. I didn't know if it said anything specifically about uniques though. I knew that they did. I guess it was just an overall boost, so a little bit of lag spike there or whatever. So I guess it would just be an overall thing, right? So I guess you would just naturally find more uniques. I guess you're probably right. Yeah, I probably just didn't think about it. Mother's Embrace. I think I had one of those over here. $79. That's anti-perfect. We'll just cost that. This one's a level 50 one with a perfect of 40% roll on it. Whatever. We'll get rid of this one. Sure. Gotta change your outfit real quick too. Yeah, we'll stick with red. Mikkel said they ruined being a minion master. Being a minion master. Yeah, I don't know. They did make a few changes to it. I guess it's something you'll have to look into, but you don't think that they helped them out enough? Just really, they didn't really do much anything in this patch. Now that I think about it, actually, but my outfit designs are cool. Thank you, Harrison. That's the most important part of the game. So thank you. I mean, most of the time, we gotta take a look at that then real quick. This one's pretty cool, the plain gray. This yellow one. That one with that cool mask. Let's pick this one. Look at that's cool right there. Look at that. This one is the goat though, right? Oh, the weapons thing. I gotta take those off there. Never put anything on the weapons. We'll load up the orange one. Getting after it. All right, let's go. Let's check a lower level character now, huh? I'm gonna grab my barbarian, who's only level 43, still in world tier 2. Let's see what's up. Quite aesthetically pleasing, says Jordan. Brain Fodder said he was in another patch stream earlier. 99.9% negative towards the patch. Yeah, everyone initially is incredibly negative towards the patch. Oh yeah, that's a good point. The entire map is revealed now. Nice. That's a good point. I loaded up my rogue. Now everything's revealed. I have all the altars of Lilith. What was I even doing on this barb? I was just running Tree of Whispers stuff, to be honest. Because I couldn't do the capstone yet. Barb is tough play early on like this. Yeah, complete the Cathedral of Light capstone dungeon. Because I'm not high enough level yet. So we'll have to... I could run Temple of Rot over and over to get more experience, or... Never really liked the Temple of Rot. Gotta run back on game in 5 hours. Alrighty, sounds good, my dude. Judging from what I've seen, I don't know. I might stick. I don't know. I might stick with going between Rogue and Druid again, just because I already know those ones work. I tried them out. I'm gonna be nervous to try any of the other stuff, I think. Oh yeah, forgot about my horse. I forget. Time we got 3:30, huh? Oopsie. Can this door open? I can't remember. Oh yeah. I'll round these guys up. Works as before. They're only one level over me though, so this isn't really optimal. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Barb was always kind of annoying at this level, I'm gonna be honest, so hard to really tell a difference. Zombie says Sork feels even more squishy and weaker. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of experience with the Sorcerers personally, but something here. What got nerfed that I'm missing here? I kind of feel like I'm losing resource faster on this thing too. Gain 3 fury each time you take damage. Yeah, I mean that should keep it. Maybe I'm that's probably imagined. I'm probably just not used to my resource dropping so far so fast. I probably just need to round up the monsters a little better. Round up some larger packs. But the thing is I feel like I'm taking more damage, so I kind of didn't want to. They're only one level over me, so it's nothing crazy, but... Oh, staying up right there because I'm taking so much damage, so... Guess maybe it is working fine. Ugh. Honestly thinking about starting Druid for Season 1, even though I started with it in pre-season, says Chromosphere. I like Druid, so I like the Shred Druid quite a bit, so this is not going to be a good way to level at this point, though, but... Walter's going to sleep. Have a good one. All right, peace out, my dude. Peace out. 3 enchantment slots would fix the Sorceress's weak feeling, you say, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure. Obviously, that would be a boost, but... Because the Temple of Rot, I think the way... You're supposed to try to lure everything into one room. Oh, you can't open this door, I forgot. Foreplay Phil. Which way do you get around to that room again? Did I go through the wrong door, maybe? I don't like going up there even. Hey. Oh. Oopsie. Randall says that some of the malignant hearts are defensive. Yeah, you do got to remember that too. Yeah, that they're obviously making a huge addition to the game and stuff. So yeah, you won't have the skulls in there for defense, but you'll have to use defensive stuff in there since you're losing all that armor from the skulls. Not like all that armor, but you know, all that armor. Yeah, this is going quite slow. Because yeah, with them only being one level over me, the boost went from what, 15% down to 1.5, right? So pretty significant, the experience gain boost. I ain't helping you, lady. Yeah, I mean, they just wanted to... It's alright, Kermit. That's alright. They're lost, says Grindy. You better believe it. Better believe it. More champ over here. Yeah, I never really did like this Temple of Rot. I'm probably not lumping them together. That Core Dragon, right? Seems like a lot better in my opinion. Just like it more, I suppose. That's because I didn't do the laptop grill, probably. Phil makes it look fun, so they leave to go play. Nice. So I've actually been on. I wasn't even planning on necessarily live streaming today. It's kind of a last minute decision, but I've been on for 3 hours already. So I'm gonna have to take off, fellas. We're gonna have to start some stuff around the house, dinner, and all that good things. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take off. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Everyone who was in here, hit the like button. Hopefully, a bunch of people subscribed up over to my D4 video channel. Turkey Man, appreciate you. Jonathan, Hermit, everybody, Grindy. Can't shout out everybody, but there's a few of them anyways. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I got a D2R video coming out later today, so you'll like that. I'll hopefully get some D4 videos over on the D4 channel, so make sure you guys subscribe up over there and check out those videos. But yeah, peace out, fellas, and don't forget, keep slaying. Ooh.